And you can see the sword following my movements one to one.
I think we can all agree that Zelda is a pretty cool guy. That's a joke, of course. Everyone knows that Zelda is actually the name of the horse. The Legend of Zelda is the adventure series that has captivated people for generations, and it doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. Emanating from Shigeru Miyamoto's actual childhood stories of playing around in the forests of Kyoto, shooting arrows at spiders and eating midgets in jars, the Legend of Zelda series has proved to resonate with our own innate senses of adventure as well. But what if I want to resonate my senses on the go? I can't do that. On a phone? Well, through the magic of laissez-faire phone app intellectual property policing, now you can! Surprisingly, the Play Store doesn't offer a whole lot in the way of Zelda-themed stuff. Most of what you'll find are things like themes, widgets, ocarina simulators. But there are a handful of games we can look at deep in the crevasses of the Play Store. But don't wander off now, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this. First off, I've got a little game called a Cross-Age DX. DX standing for diagnosis, of course. Or deluxe. Either or. This game is actually bigger than most of the crap I cover on this show. Big enough to get reviewed by actual gaming publications like... well... Kotaku? So when you boot up the sucker, you're immediately greeted by this very somber and serious anime intro. It really sets the mood for the game. The story of A Cross-Age DX is that in the mystical kingdom known as the Kingdom, people and places have been mysteriously disappearing into cartoon bottomless pits. This includes the Grand Mage and Less Grand Sage, who are protectors or something, I guess. However, there is a rumor of a new Grand Mage, and there's only one messy-haired, shoulder-padded man who can discover the truth. I know, right? A game on a mobile with an actual story. Sweet mother of HUD, that HUD is ridiculous. It takes up a whole third of the screen. Also, the controls are horrible. I'm even playing on a tablet and it still can't tell where I'm trying to put my finger. And one thing that bothers me with all these retro-ass pixel art games is that if you pick that art style, you gotta make it consistent. Look at him. Then look at him. Then look at this tree. There is no way you can tell me that these have the same number of pixels in them. So your first task is to go to the local wizard school and find the mage. Excuse me, miss, would you happen to be— holy bouncing breasticles! Right off the bat! These Japanesey games, man. Hold on, let me show you guys the ideal anime woman. Give me a sec. I mean, they're practically identical. Wait for me in the pub and I'll give you all the time you want, all night long. Really? Really? I haven't been playing for a minute and this chick already wants to bang me? What sad, horny kid made this game? As it turns out, Boobs McGee over here isn't the Grand Mage. The quiet, higher pixel density girl over here is. So now your quest is to take her to the Cave of Trials and train her to be the ultimate wizard. But not before a visit from Granny. Seska, you forgot your lunch. So far you might be thinking, Yomarz, anime trash this may be, but Zelda it is surely not. Maybe more a Final Fantasy or a Chrono Trigger type game, but it doesn't even look like Zelda. Oh, don't worry. It's Zelda alright. The gameplay is kinda intricate. You get an attack button, a pick up and throw button, a team split up / regroup button, magic attacks, a level up system. However, when it comes down to it, the gameplay is basic Zelda style dungeon exploring and puzzle solving. The gameplay isn't necessarily bad, but the controls and HUD and all that are just so annoying. Give me controller support, please! That would fix so much! So after you traverse the dungeon, you reach a magic door and Seska realizes she's too weak to unlock it. After a weird minigame where you stop her from running away in her sadness, you both realize that you're too tired, so you go home. Then the bad guy shows up and blows up her grandma. Next up, I've got something a little more familiar, Super Zelda Adventure Games. Which is in fact one game. Singular. The superhero, Super Zelda. Zelda World, this fun and amazing adventure game is better than ever and will surely be what you are looking for. Right you are. So Super Zelda Adventure Games, or Zelda World for short, is a true-to-form Zelda adventure that will allow you to explore many exotic lands like mountain, underground, sky, and winter. Yep, Zelda. This is exactly how I remember the classic original Zelda games. And just like those old games, the goal of this Zelda is to walk to the right to reach the end of the level. Oh look, the classic Zelda question blocks. And I guess those are supposed to be Goomba Octoroks. Goomba Octoroks. But if I know Zelda, there are bound to be hidden secrets all over the place. So you know what? I'm not gonna follow your directions, game. I'm gonna go left. So it progresses just how you'd expect it to. You jump, wall jump, and bullet your way through levels while fighting enemies like Slime Guy, Snail Guy, Angry Bird, and Nightmare Worm. You can't go down the pipes though, cause there's no down button. However, you can go up the pipes. So for the final game of the day, I've got something a little different. What if my desire for Zelda games extends beyond smashing blocks with your head and jumping on squishy bad guys? What if I want something truly immersive? Something that'll make me, in my day-to-day life, feel like a small fairy boy in a green dress. Well then,
Hey, listen!
cause here we have the state-of-the-art, high-tech Navi Simulator. Simply titled, Navi. A proper simulation of the Navi experience lives in your notification bar. If you ever said to yourself, gee, I sure would like to have a little blue fairy to live in my phone and remind me of things, then this is the app for you. Let's see it in action. What? Oh, there's not even any sound or anything? Thanks.